Hello again, all of you thousanders. We're happy to take a couple minutes and talk with you again. I have with me again Linda Zern, and we have an excellent debate planned for you this morning or afternoon or evening, depending on when you're watching this video. And we're going to be discussing and debating rating systems as in 4 stars, 5 stars, 100%, 90%, Rotten Tomatoes, stuff like that, and whether they are useful or they're not useful, and whether we're for them or against them. And so, since I am a considerate and humble host, I will give the floor to my mother first to share her thoughts on said topic.
I like the idea of numbers associated with a ratings system. I'm okay with 5 stars. I think numbers can be very comforting. People pick up a book and they say, oh my goodness, it's 5 stars. I would read this. I would read this in the morning, I would read this in the evening, and I give it 5 stars. The problem I have is that I'm an author, and so when I rate something, I run the risk of offending people and hurting their feelings, and so I've started a new system where you will not know what the book is that I'm rating, but you will know the system, and here is the system that I have put into place. If I can get to page 5 of your book without finding some major egregious problem like too much telling, no showing, I'm going to give you 1 snack bag. Now, if I can get to page 50, I'm going to give you multiple snack bags. Now, this was the old standard. When I was in school, my teacher said, give it to 50, Linda, and if you don't like it in 50, ditch it. Eat, snack, eat, read. It's the system. So snacks, ratings, you'll know when I know.
Right. So I guess what I need to say about that is utter nonsense. Now I am for the most part, and my opinion here is nuanced. For the most part, I am against rating scales. I think that when you have a rating scale and you put, 4 out of 5 stars or 3 out of 5 stars or whatever, it automatically feeds into this idea that the only books that should be read are 5-star books, and it's just not true. And I'll give you a good example of this. Last year I read a book called Prelude to Foundation by Isaac Asimov. The book itself is not great, and if I were to give it stars, which I don't on the Thousander Club, I write a review and a reflection on the book, but I don't give it as
extremely verbose.
There's no
review.
Scales. Well, that's fine because what I'm trying to what you lose with a rating scale is nuance. You lose that. Hang on a second. That Prelude to Foundation, for example, overall is not a great book. However, there is an idea in the book that is very important, I think really profound, and I have spent a lot of time thinking about, and this idea is called psychohistory, which this character, hang on a second, this character is trying to come up with a way to predict the future. And it's this huge challenge that he has, because how do you bring in enough information in order to predict the future, blah, blah. It's a sci-fi book, people. It's a sci-fi book. Jeez. And so if I just say, this is a 3-star book, and you say, I don't read 3-star books, and you don't read this book, then you miss out on a really important idea, and you miss the nuance of what is in that book.
The assumption that you're not going to write something to justify your snack bags, 3 bags, 10 bags, a whole family-sized pack, whatever, is ludicrous, because you're going to say something. There's going to be a key that you can follow, 3 bags, I couldn't get to page 5. It was a mess. Your book is a mess. Whatever. Snack bags don't do anything for you. That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand how giving it 2 snack bags gives me an idea. You're going to know because I'm going to tell you. You write that. You write that. You explain that. You describe that. So I guess my point is that shorthand rating scale cuts out that whole nuance and that whole discussion, and it makes people very lazy, in my opinion. Very lazy. I disagree. I think we have we need to cut to the chase, and we need to not waste a lot of time. Listen, if I get to the end of the book and it's beyond fantastic, 5 snack bags, everybody. No, this would be cake. This would be a whole cake.
I like I like the nuance. I like the detail of what might be good about this book and what might not be good about that book. And I don't think that can be encapsulated in a basic rating scale. I think the same is true even in a professional context when you have 1, 2, 3, and 4s and 5s and all this sort of different stuff. And what in the heck does a 3 mean? And what in the heck does a 4 mean? And what does it all mean? Who cares? Unless you have the details that feed into those numbers and you pay attention to those details. But again,
it's comforting.
But it's not true.
I actually like the 1-star ratings the best because honestly, I think they're probably the most accurate and honest of all the ratings. I just skip straight to the 1 stars. They're cool. 1 bag.
What? I don't know what you're saying. None of that makes any sense.
I like that best.
Like you like reading the 1-star books? What?
No, I like the ratings. When I see a 1 star, I know it's going to be snarky and it's going to be honest and it's going to tell me the truth about that book.
Yeah. Okay, so those are our thoughts on rating scales. We clearly are not on the same page, pun intended. So what do you think? Are rating scales useful?
I love it.
Are they even necessary? Or are you like me in that they make people lazy and they make people overly dependent on something that isn't particularly useful? We'll talk to you soon. We'll find out something else or figure out another topic to debate about, and we'll be seeing you soon.
1 stars.
1 snack bag.